Today we'll practice simplifying algebraic expressions by combining like terms. So let's get started. To simplify algebraic expressions, we combine like terms. So like terms have the same variable raised to the same power. So in this first problem, we have 4x plus 5 plus 2x. So we have an algebraic term, 4x, that has the variable x raised to the first power, plus 5. 5 is a numerical term. It does not have a variable. Then plus 2x, another algebraic term with the variable x raised to the first power. So 4x and 2x both have the variable x raised to the first power and no other variable. These are like terms and we can combine them. And using the properties of addition, we can rearrange this algebraic expression as 4x plus 2x plus 5. And now our like terms 4x and 2x are right next to each other, plus our numerical term 5. Now we will combine these like terms as we have done in the previous few lessons. So 4x plus 2x can be added together. That's going to give us 6x plus 5. There's no other numerical term to combine with this 5, so we just bring that straight down. Now let's look at one that has decimal coefficients instead of integer coefficients. So we have 0.7y plus 2 minus 0.4y minus 3. Again, we have an algebraic term, 0.7y. Variable is y raised to the first power. Then we have numerical term 2 minus 0.4y. The variable y raised to the first power minus 3. The numerical term 3. We will continue to use the associative and commutative properties of addition to reorder the terms in this algebraic expression. But first, if you notice, we don't just have addition. We also have subtraction. But subtraction can be written as addition. So instead of having a minus 0.4y, we can rewrite this as plus a negative 0.4y. And then instead of minus 3, we can write this as plus a negative 3, converting subtraction to addition. And then we can use those properties of addition to reorder our algebraic expression and group our like terms together. So this here is plus a negative 0.4y, which we can then convert back to subtraction. And then the minus 3 was plus a negative 3. Now we perform the operation. We combine these like terms like we did in the previous few lessons. We are going to be subtracting 0.4y from 0.7. So we have 0.4 of these blue bars that we're going to cancel from here. It's going to leave us with 0.3y. And then plus 2 minus 3. So that leaves us with 0.3y minus 1. So now let's practice a few of these without using a bar model. So our first step is to recognize those like terms. So we have the algebraic terms 6x and 3x. They both have the variable x raised to the first power. So x with an exponent of 1. These are like terms. We have minus 3x. We could rewrite this as plus a negative 3x. This will allow us to use those properties of addition to reorder the expression. So we will have 6x plus negative 3x plus 2 plus 1. We can rewrite this addition as subtraction. This is 6x minus 3x plus 2 plus 1. 6x minus 3x is 3x plus 3. Second problem, let's identify those like terms. We have 8y, y raised to the first power, minus 3y, it's y raised to the first power, plus 7, we have a numerical term, minus 2y. And once again, it's y raised to the first power. So we have 3 like terms in this problem. Let's go ahead and reorder these, getting our like terms together. And I'm going to skip this conversion from addition of the negative and then back to subtraction. So this is 8y minus 3y. There's no change in order there. Now I'll bring the negative 2y plus a negative, or minus 2y, and then plus 7. 8y minus 3y is 5y, minus 2y plus 7. 5y minus 2y is 3y plus 7. And that is our answer for simplifying that algebraic expression. Now let's look at one that has decimal coefficients. Negative 0.2x plus 3 plus 2.5x plus 6. Our like terms, well, this one has x raised to the first power, and then it's a numerical term, plus another x raised to the first power, plus 6. So these are like terms. We will use the commutative property of addition to reorder this. We will switch the 3 and the 2.5x. So we have negative 0.2x plus 2.5x plus 3 plus 6. Now we have negative 0.2x plus 2.5x. We're adding a positive and a negative. So the signs are different, so we'll take the difference. So the larger of the absolute value is 2.5 minus 0.2. Again, when we add and subtract with decimals, we make sure those decimal points are lined up. 5 minus 2 is 3. Bring down the decimal point, and then this is 2. The absolute value of 2.5 is bigger than the absolute value of 0.2, so we take the sign of the larger one, which is positive. So this is 2.3x. And then 3 plus 6 is 9. Now we have fractions as coefficients. But again, the first step is going to be recognizing those like terms. The variable x raised to the first power, a numerical term. Then the variable x raised to the first power, and another numerical term. So let's use commutative property to reorder these. We'll do 5, 6x plus 1/3 x minus 2, or plus a negative 2, plus 5. To add these fractions, we need a common denominator. The least common denominator between 6 and 3 will be 6. So the first fraction will not change. The equivalent fraction of 1/3 with a denominator of 6 is 2/6. And then minus 2 plus 5. We have our common denominator. This will give us 7/6x as we add those numerators, plus 3. A great way to learn is to practice on your own. We will discuss in a bit, but go ahead and pause your screen and do these 4 problems. With the first problem, we have negative 3x minus 4 plus 17 plus 5x. We have an algebraic term with a variable x raised to the first power, a numerical term, another numerical term, and then an algebraic term with the variable x raised to the first power. So we do have the like terms, negative 3x plus 5x, along with those 2 numerical terms. First thing we'll do is reorder these, grouping our like terms together. So we have negative 3x plus 5x minus 4 plus 17. Combining those like terms gives us 2x plus 13. In the second problem, we have 5 terms, 2 numerical terms, and then 3 terms with the variable y raised to the first power. So we will reorder this algebraic expression, getting our like terms together, and then our numerical terms together. And then combining like terms, we end up with negative 1.5y plus 3. For the third problem, we're looking at fractions. We have 4 terms in this third problem. 2 terms have the variable x raised to the first power. Those are like terms that we can combine. And then we also have 2 numerical terms. In this example, as well as the fourth one, I went ahead and used parentheses to group those like terms, but they're not necessary here. For this third problem, we end up with 5/4 x plus 13 over 6. And then for this fourth problem, we do have 5 terms. We have 5y plus a numerical term minus 2x. Now that's different. We have an x here and a y there. Those are not like terms. Plus another numerical term and then y. So there's nothing that we can combine our negative 2x with. And then we have 2 terms that are y raised to the first power. And then 2 numerical terms. And we end up with negative 2x plus 3y plus 20. We cannot combine those negative 2x and 3y because they are not like terms. Keep practice simplifying algebraic expressions, and I'll see you in the next video.